Yes, Gasheads, and welcome back to Hemmings versus HAYNER. Another pre-record for you this week. We wanted to do a live, but unfortunately my little boy, he's been a little bit unwell, so he hasn't slept the best, so it's a lot of disrupted sleep, therefore I had to keep going up and down the stairs. He's getting a little bit better now, but yeah, live stream just wasn't possible, so we're doing a little pre-record. HAYNER got his predictions into me as well, so you are going to see them up next. Briefly touching on that Colchester game then. Yeah, I mean, I think that Evans got that lineup really wrong. I haven't really had any calls to slate Evans. I'm not slating him, obviously, but any calls to really slate him up until now. But that lineup, as soon as we saw that lineup come out, we all knew that I don't think it was going to go our way. It was so defensive. It was so passive. It was so uncreative that I think it just told Colchester, look, we're scared of you and the game's here for the taking. I just don't think it was the way forward at all. I think having a midfield of, what was it, De Havilland, Conte and Thompson Summers, it's just, where's that forward drive? Where's that, one touch bang? It wasn't right. I know that he said afterwards that he was trying to save some legs and get some minutes into players that have come in and not played as much, etc. But it just wasn't right. And I can't believe Hutchinson got like 15 minutes. I mean, and the first thing he does, come off the bench, hits the bar. He would have been fuming. He would have been fuming that he was on that bench at the start of that game. And we look ahead to Salford away. Rescuequat in pace, Bristol Rovers, because this could be an absolute mauling if we do not turn up. Before we get into that then, scores on the doors. I'll put them up now. As you can see, nothing has changed because we didn't get any points last week. I think we were so confident that we were going to win that game, man. Like it was so frustrating to see that lineup come out and in that performance. It was the opposite of Shrewsbury away. I think the actual, the break from the league games, obviously the Barrow game being cancelled, I don't think it helped us. But yeah, scores on the doors are exactly the same as last time. And let's get into Salford City away. Starting off with my match prediction then, I am very confident that we are going to get spanked. I've gone 3-1 Salford. I know we lost the game against Colchester, but I think overall we defended okay. We looked all right. But Salford are flying. Like, they are such an attacking threat going forward, more so than Colchester are. I think they've scored like 3 goals out of 5 out of 9 last games or something like that. They'll give you chances at the back. They will give you chances at the back, but I just think they're going to be too strong for us today. And I still don't know what type of Rovers we're going to see, It's so hard to predict. Goal scorer for the Gas, then I can't really look past Fabrizio Caven, really, can I? That leads us into minute of the first goal. I don't think we can hold out to the second half. I'm going to say the first goal will be scored on the 18th minute. Total match bookings then, I'm going to go for 5. And my crazy prediction is that Luke Southwood saves another penalty against Salford. I mean, he saved that last minute attempt, didn't he, from Luke Garbutt on the 27th of September in the reverse fixture at the Mem. Absolute limbs. I mean, that was our last home league win, by the way. That is bonkers. And up until Shrewsbury, that was our last win in the league. I think, what would that, if he saves a pen, and I still think we're going to lose 3-1, that'll be 4-1. Oh my goodness. Into the lineup then. I'm not really going to make too many changes, but I am going to change the formation. I think Ellis Harrison did really well in that reverse fixture against Salford. Obviously, he got a goal. I also think we missed that big presence up top. So I'm going to go for a 4-4-2. Starting with Southwood in goal, Joel Senior at right back. I'm then going Kilgore, Harbottle and Sparks as the back 4. Not going to change too much. I think Harbottle flattered to deceive in that game as well, so he might have a little bit of a point to prove. This is where it gets a little bit interesting then. So I'm going to go Shaq Ford on the right. I'm going to go Conte and Hutchinson in the middle. And then I'm going to go for Luke Thomas off the left. I know there's shouts for Yusufa Cambridge to come straight in, but I think away at Salford, that might just be a bit like, whoa. And actually, to be fair, he threw in 2 debutants last week and it didn't work. So let's embed the boy in. And yeah, I'd stick with LT because he pushed that shift in. Up top then, no surprise, I'm going Ellis Harrison and Fabrizio Caven. I think they work well together. And then, you know, if you want to make changes in game, you've got the option of Caven slightly on the left as well. I mean, he rinsed Luke Garbett in that second half last game we played them at the Mem. So, look, I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know who's going to start. And I think that Evans may have learned a lot from that Colchester game. We've got to have that creative outlet. It's okay inviting pressure, but if you can't do anything going forward, what's the point? What is the point? You're just going to lose the game. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm going to pass you over to HAYNER. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're going, travel safe, and hopefully you can bring back the 3 points. There's a lot of prayer involved with that one. Guys, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always,
Into Colchester, it was another home defeat, 8 home defeats in a row, and I think that's 6 out of the last 8 home games we failed to score. And I think the only games we scored in was the consolation goal against Tranmere and the 4-1 loss, and the 2 goals against Bromley where we were 2-0 up and then lost as well. So yeah, for me it was way too easy for Colchester. I thought we showed them way too much respect. I thought we lost the midfield battle. I thought the lineup was negative, going with 3 defensive-minded midfielders. And yeah, 1 shot on target, struggled to create, didn't really look like scoring in the end. Yeah, it's another loss at the Mem, and I'm fed up of seeing every away team come here and win comfortably, to be honest. So yeah, getting into Salford, it don't get any easier. Team 4th in the league, 25 points above us, scored 6 goals against Swindon in the last 2 games, once in the league, once in the FA Cup, and they picked up 27 points since we beat them in September, and we've only picked up 4. It's going to be a tough game. They're on good form, high energy, attacking output, a great side. Obviously, money spent, squad is stacked. But we do need to start picking up some points, because even though our fixtures are tough coming up, apart from the Newport game on paper, we do need to get some points, because we got Salford Saturday, then it's MK, then the other 2 home games after Newport is Chesterfield and Walsall. So even though it looks a lot worse where we are, we need to start picking up points. But getting into Salford then, I'm going to go with my crazy prediction first. I think our new signing, Yusufa Cambridge, will get a goal or an assist. I'm going to go with 4 bookings in the game. Minute of the first goal, I'm going to go 18. My lineup, I'll make a few changes. I'll go 4-2-3-1, same defence and keeper. So Sparks, Kilgore, Harbottle, Senior, Southwood. 2 sitting midfielders, De Havilland and Conte. Number 10, Hutchinson on the right, Shaq Ford on the left, Caven, and up top, Harrison. I just think we need some presence in the team, especially with Salford. It worked in the first game with Harrison playing up top. He scored. Also, Caven, when he went out onto the wing against Salford, he was brilliant. So, although it don't work for every game and every scenario, I think we need to try something different and put Caven maybe on the wing and put Ellis up top. And finally, my score prediction. Although I'm going to the game, although I want us to get a good result, I want us to win, I want us to get points, I think we'll lose. I'm going to go with 2-1 Salford. Our goal scorer, I think, will be Caven. Yeah, I just think it's too much to ask, because they're on good form, good at home, scoring goals. Rovers won our last away game. That was brilliant, you know, winning 3-0 against Shrewsbury, but Salford is very different to Shrewsbury. But hopefully we can get a good result. We'll see. But yeah, keep up the quality support as always on HEMMINGS versus HAYNER, and we'll see you in the next one. Gas.